In this video, we are given the output from a MINITAB table, and we want to figure out whether we reject or accept the null hypothesis at the level of alpha equals to 0.01. Now, this is really easy. If you are given the alpha, you need the p-value to compare to, and the p-value is given right here. And the formula that you're going to be using, if the p-value smaller than the alpha value, then reject 80. That is basically all. And we can see it here in this example. The p-value is 0.000132. Definitely is less than 0.01. So the conclusion is reject 80. All right, and the right choice is going to be A. Now let me explain it. Where the alpha is drawn. So if I am using the two tails like this example, right? So this is the two tails. 80 will be the mean equals to 55. Right, HA will be the mean is different than 55. So what the meaning of this? This is 55, and what we do is we draw the alpha. So because this is the two tails, it can be the half of the alpha here, alpha over 2, and the half of the alpha over here, alpha over 2. And the values, these 2 points, they're going to be the critical points. So if I'm using the t-test, this is t critical and this is t critical as well. So now if I'm having this chart, the extension here is going to be the threshold between accept and reject. So everything, if I'm coming from the left or to the right side, that means the t-test is gonna fall within these two tails. You're gonna reject 80 and reject 80. If you fall in between, this is gonna be do not reject. All right, so this is my alpha. I'm gonna shade it in yellow. Now if I'm getting the p-value, which is 0.00132, so the half of the p-value obviously going to be smaller than the half of the alpha value. And if I'm going to place it here, so probably the p-value is going to be this shaded area, very small. So this is p-value over 2. Now because the end of the p-value is here, this is going to be the indication of the t statistic, right? So that's in case it's coming from the right side. In case it's from the left side, it's going to be the same thing, right? So this is the position of the p-value over 2, and therefore this is the location for t-stat. And we notice here in both cases that either the right or the left is going to be within the rejection zone, right? So that's why we are rejecting it. Now you don't have to graph all of this, you just have to remember the formula. If the p-value is smaller than the alpha, then you reject, no matter what the case.